Armchair commanders, we call the shots. From our living room thrones where the action's hot. We're the generals of fiction, the masters of war. In silver screen battles with buttered popcorn. Armchair commanders, armchair commanders.
Alrighty, welcome to the Armchair Commanders podcast. My name is John.
And I'm Jack.
Had to think about that one, didn't you?
Hiccup.
And this week, we are reviewing War of the Worlds, but not any of the good versions.
Nope. I picked the most militarized and therefore shittiest.
I wouldn't say this is the most militarized one. I feel like 05 was pretty militarized with the fucking, tank battle scenes.
Okay, good point. This one was the most militarily effective, though.
I have never seen the most rapid military deployment in the history of ever.
Yeah.
In the course of 2 hours, this fucking movie was able to fully repel the fucking alien invasion.
Yep.
We went from being pseudo enemies with China to I now declare the War of the Worlds to commence.
The way he name dropped the movie twice.
Right. Oh, the beauty of a COVID-produced film.
Mm-hmm. So I did some more research on this movie because the way I view this movie, the way I view, or a scientist would view, like this fuck ugly oceanic creature that he found on the bottom of a trench crawling around. Just with bile fascination. So, as my co-host said before, this movie was made during the pandemic, and boy, fucking howdy does it show. Initially, I thought this movie was funded solely by and made by the Amazon Corporation. Partially true.
The amount of fucking Amazon name drops. I'm not here to spy on people's Amazon carts.
Yeah, and anyway, as I was saying, so this wasn't made by Amazon. They became a sponsor later on. So
Amazon's the only distributor of this film also, right?
right. And so the thing with Amazon being a huge plot point in this movie, that was made before Amazon became the distributor, and I honestly think I don't know if that's even more depressing or more comforting, but
it's one of those things where it's like, yes, Amazon is so ingrained in our culture now that, like, honestly, yeah, I could definitely see a fucking, like, let me preface this. This entire fucking movie is stupid. None of it makes sense. That being said, the idea that the world is saved by some sort of fucking Amazon product would not surprise me in the least bit if it came down to it.
here we are.
It's just everything in this fucking film is so, like, convenient. Like, oh, you don't have a flash drive for me to transfer these files to you? Don't worry, I have one, and I'll use my drone that I have in my backpack because I am an Amazon delivery guy, and somehow I am now on par with a drone professional racing person.
Mm-hmm. My God. And the swell of music that plays when he whips out that little drone.
I think probably the truest thing in this entire fucking movie is the fact that somebody would endanger their life for a fucking $1,000 Amazon gift card.
Yep.
Like, that totally tracks.
Would you?
Fuck, I do it for 500.
Yeah, I
You know how
guess
many diapers $500 on Amazon would get me?
a bunch.
Yeah, I could make it through like a month.
So speaking of Amazon, I recently restarted a stupid hobby of mine. Controversial book collecting.
I mean, how controversial can it be if you can purchase it on Amazon?
So hear me out. My most recent purchase was a Ragnar Benson book on improvised weapons and a copy of the Quran.
Uh, okay.
What doesn't that scream watch list at all?
No, not the least bit. You can have varied interests and be curious about. Uh, Everybody has their own religious journey. I would not judge that one bit.
You couldn't see it, listeners, but he looked down at it from his camera as if he was texting while I was saying that. He's ratting on me.
Yeah, everybody knows I'm a government stoolie.
Yeah, a stooge. A stoolie.
Speaking of government stoolies, fucking Ice Cube in this goddamn movie. So, this was supposed to be the big selling points of the film. Was Ice Cube is the main character, and he is. If you find folks remember our review of Kung Fury and the meme that came from that of Hacker Man, he's just this computer guy who works for the NSA, and his day job is just spying on people all day. Fourth Amendment violations. Haha, how fun. Um, and there's so much potential for this character. Like, here's the thing with this film is that there are so many aspects of it. When you think about it, you're like, there was a great amount of potential, and yet this movie managed to fuck it all up and still be shitty. Like, the
Mm-hmm.
idea that an alien race would invade our planet because they want our data. That's they treat data like as if it was like food or fucking oil or some shit. And it would make sense to me if it's like alien civilization takes over different planets, absorbing all of their knowledge in order for the furtherance of their own shit. Tracks for me. That seems like a very valid plot line. And with as advanced as we are in technology these days and how reliant we are, the idea that a very tech savvy computer person would be the primary guy to fight said alien enemy totally tracks. Um yeah, that's he doesn't do any of it though. Like, the only thing he does to defeat this enemy is plug in a flash drive because his daughter is some biochemical engineering major at a college.
Mm-hmm.
And they they just come up with a computer virus. So they manage to still cling on to the old storyline of War of the Worlds, which is aliens invade, but it fails because they fell victim to human virus. Okay, but I like this guy, none of his hacking abilities has any impact on the War of the Worlds. No, because all of his fucking time in this film is spent spying on his daughter's boyfriend, and his son. And basically, like, during this catastrophe, and don't get me wrong, like, a normal human reaction is like, tragedy, major event, I'm going to be more concerned about my family than I am about my regular duties, if you will. But the idea that somehow, like, he spends 2/3 of this fucking movie just like spying on his family using like public cameras and shit, and then somehow also saves the world is just fucking stupid to me.
It is stupid. Really fucking stupid. And why did this movie even have the title War of the Worlds? I feel like it could have and should have been a completely separate movie from that. And it almost was.
But then you can't sell it though, because that's how they got us, right? Is the title was War of the Worlds, and we're like, fuck yeah, Jules Verne, like Orson Welles, classic. Like, let's jump on this. And then it's 2 hours of what the fuck am I watching?
Exactly. And the plot point that pissed me off the most was the fact that they banged out a war-ending virus in a not even a day, like a couple minutes or hours at most, and they fed it to them, and it worked. It worked. Like there's
You
no
gotta
like,
remember that data is our most valuable resource.
and they were eating like fucking terabytes, if not petabytes, of data quickly. And so in that entire time, they didn't eat a single virus, or every single virus they ate, they were immune to. What makes this one so special? Like, I get in the original, like, it's supposed to mirror the original War of the Worlds, where a fucking flu virus killed them after their most important weapons failed. More on that later. And it's meant to be like, oh, the humble virus saved the day. But why? How did they make it? And what made it so special than other real, actual viruses that would pose a bigger threat?
Well, you see, one of the main characters made it, so that's why it worked.
And right, and one of the like the cabal of super secret Uber hackers, they end up getting tracked down and killed one by one.
By the way, funniest fucking scene in the entire movie.
Oh my god, it was hilarious.
They're on this Zoom fucking conference call. Ice Cube, he's found out that his son is the leader of like America's Most Wanted, basically anonymous type organization.
Yeah.
Um, and it's him and a bunch of other hackers, and we see them one by one meeting their end. And there's one guy that's like, he's eating my data. They're eating all my data.
My day.
And then it just like pans to him and it sees his fucking house explodes.
Yeah, it's like webcam turns on and it shows like this fucking shitty clip art special effect of an exploding of an explosion, and then it just cuts it off from him. And get this, the main character's son, who is in this group, he survives because he was bouncing his signal. And so all of the super hackers weren't already doing that. They were just using
like
their actual VPNs for illegal hacking.
VPN.
Yeah, like use a fucking VPN, people. Even I upgraded this week.
This episode brought to you by NordVPN.
That's the service I got, actually, is NordVPN.
I mean, it's not being brought to you by that because Surfshark is our sponsor, but not really. But
Wait, I thought Raid Shadow Legends was.
Raid! No, not my Raid Shadow Legends data. It's my most valuable resource.
Honestly, I would welcome a sponsor with NordVPN. I don't think I'd welcome it as Raid Shadow Legends because, well, it's a mobile game, and it probably doesn't look anywhere near like what they're advertising. But then again, I haven't played it. Also, though, I hear there's a game on like the Switch store. I don't remember what it's called, but it's named really weirdly. But the basic inspiration behind the game is, what if those mobile game ads actually played like what they were advertising? So you got like the counting ones, you got the ring pull ones where you have to pull out a stop, and fill certain things.
You know, I fell victim to one of the ad games not too long ago.
What
It
what
was
was it?
Royal Match was what it was called. And
Oh, the King one.
yeah, it's Candy Crush, but like King themed.
Yeah.
And it's actually pretty decent. Um, it actually led to one of me and Miranda's like first big arguments in like a long time though,
Oh yeah.
because she got it as well, and she has ADHD, so she's already at like level 3,000 or whatever. I'm at like level 900, whatever. Like I play it when I'm just bored and have free time. Like for her, it's like all the fucking time because she's got the ADHD focus going. And the thing is, on this app, you can create like teams, and you can join teams so you can get like extra power ups and all that shit, special events, whatnot.
Mm.
And so when we first started, it was just me and her on a team, and we literally named it, you know, after ourselves. Um, and the other day, I started a team event, and it showed I was the only one doing it. When I was like, oh, whatever, she probably got busy. And then a little bit later, I was like, man, it's really not like her not to join an event. And so while we're sitting on the couch, I'm like, so are you going to join the team challenge? And she's like, don't be mad, but I have something to tell you. And I was like, what? And she's like, I needed a better team, so I left. And the betrayal that I felt, I was like, I don't even want to play this fucking game anymore. Like,
Ooh. Damn, dude.
yeah. And then she did
Damn.
like a pity. She's like, well, what if we joined a team together? And I was like, I don't give a shit anymore. Like,
Toast can't ever be bread again.
no, that toast was burnt.
Well, that was heartbreaking. Fuck.
Yeah. You don't know betrayal until your wife leaves your fucking Candy Crush team.
And at least you didn't have a dad that was spying on you and uninstalled it for you.
Oh. And we're supposed to bring a child into this world when I can't even trust her to.
Candy Crush betrayal cuts deep.
I'm kidding, Miranda. I love you. Please don't take my child away.
Oh shit, but yeah. This movie, man.
I. So, this is like a really narrow niche bit of filmmaking, at least the time period, like COVID, because this entire thing is meant to be from the perspective of a webcam that like you see from Ice Cube's computer or from, you know, iPhones and all that shit. Because, you know, COVID, people can't be next to each other and all that stuff. And surprisingly, does not work well. It lends to an interesting concept, very much like the found footage kind of thing. Except like the found footage shaky cam actually works. And I say this because we watched Miranda's favorite film is Father of the Bride, starring Steve Martin. And there's a part one and a part two that was made in the 90s. And they came out with a part three mini, like they called it part three ish. And it was the same thing where the entire movie was done via fucking Zoom. And it was awful. So I just think maybe it's the time period that it was done, or maybe just people didn't figure out the formula, but the whole like entire movie is a Zoom call just does not work.
Yeah, I don't remember what the title for that trope is, but it is a trope where the entire movie takes place on like a desktop
But like, you know what I mean, because we did Frankenstein's Army, which was a found footage film, and that, you know, as hilarious as a movie as that is, it is a well shot movie.
Which movie?
Frankenstein's Army.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, do you want to talk about the fact that our mad hacker man doesn't actually know how fucking computers work?
I mean, I, why don't you take it and cover this? Because I can't throw stones. I don't know how computers work either, so.
Look, I don't either, but I know enough to know that everything that was on the screen is bullshit. Especially when you're opening a command, like he opens like a command prompt thing, and he just types in generate password, and then it gives him like a skeleton key basically for everything he ever needs. Or he fucking texts Homeland Security tech support, and he's like, I need a level 5 password, and then suddenly has access to every predator drone in the planet. Like,
So, okay, it's a computer screen story, is what the trope is called. But anyway, so another question I was going to ask: what was this supposed to be an advertisement for or against smart cars? Because I
oh,
really feel like it was supposed to be an advertisement for.
can you Google and see if Tesla was a fucking funder of this film? Because I find that to be hilarious. If it was,
Did Tesla fund War of the Worlds? Nikola Tesla did not fund H.G. Wells' original novel War of the Worlds. Cool, that's not what I was going to ask.
thank you, Google AI.
Thanks, Google AI.
Remember, data is our most valuable resource.
No, Tesla did not fund War of the Worlds 2025.
Okay, well, I'm glad because I would say that they would need their money back because the
That's
fact that he's able to hack into a Tesla, make it go a certain place, and like see all the camera, like, does Tesla even have interior cameras? I know they have exterior.
um does Tesla have interior camera?
I don't
Yes,
know.
Teslas have an internal cabin camera,
Oh fuck.
typically located above the rear view mirror that can record video in specific situations like autopilot or sentry mode.
Sentry mode, like it has a minigun attached to it.
But owners can choose to enable data sharing for secure safety features or
Oh, I'm sure they
view
could
recordings
also
remotely
enable
when
it or
parked.
disable it if they want.
But yeah.
That that's the thing that pisses me off about this movie, is that at the base level, these there's so many things that they cover that I'm like, yeah, I totally believe it. Like, I am com- I am under the impression that yes, the NSA, CIA, all the fucking alphabet boys have the ability to spy on the American people to the level that this film portrays. What makes me mad is how easily they make it look. Like, I believe they can do it. I believe they can access any camera they want or access any computer they want, but it's not as simple as typing in access Gina's computer, you know?
Yeah.
Or I need a level 5 password. Like, no. So, I don't know. And granted, you can't have it be like 100% accurate, but like, can we make it a little more believable? Like, more Ice Cube clickety clacking away on the keyboard? Maybe make his commands actually look like code or something?
Yeah. Actually research.
I don't know. But Like Ice Cube, I don't know if you noticed this, but like I went back and rewatched this shitty fucking thing because I was like, because the first time we watched it, we were too busy talking shit for me to actually notice like finer details and stuff. Do you know how many times this dude like angrily takes his glasses off?
And then puts them back on between shots and
Like
takes them off again.
it's his only way of basically acting in this film is like because his voice and his demeanor is the same throughout the entire fucking thing, and the only way you know he's like being serious or there's like heightened tension is if he like rips his glasses off and like rubs his face.
It's how you know some serious emotional damage occurred, clearly. And where was I going to go with this? So, the time on the computer. We need to mention that because it is like the time in this movie is fucking wild if you actually watch it. Like some shots are 10 a.m., a couple shots say 2 and 3 p.m., and then we're back to 11 a.m. And this isn't supposed to be multiple days. This is like all within one day this shit happens.
Nothing in this film makes sense, especially the like to highlight like how reliant we are on technology and computers and all this shit. Like there's a scene where the aliens start consuming data, our most important resource, because we have to say that 17 fucking times in this
Yep.
film. And then he like he pulls up like world camera views and it shows like fucking airplanes falling out of the sky like they said would happen like Y2K basically. um and it's like, okay, like that's a theory, but then literally 10 minutes later it shows like, so airplanes are falling out of the sky and freighters are getting stuck in the middle of the ocean because they don't have GPS anymore. Never mind the fact that they'd have paper goddamn maps on board because, a computer's never failed before, ever. I digress. 10 minutes later, the president declares War of the Worlds. We are teaming up with China and NATO and all these things, and we have somehow mobilized every military force in the world within the period of 20 minutes by nature of just an agreement. And suddenly, fucking B-2 bombers are taking off, fucking tanks are rolling across the desert, all this shit. And it's like, how is all of this military tech operating, taking off, rolling around when we just saw shit? Excuse me. When we just saw shit falling out of the sky and literally just like stopping in the middle of the ocean. Like none of this makes sense.
Yeah. Just
And also
the plane falling straight down too.
Yeah. And also like the military B-roll from this looks like they just stole it from like a recruiting commercial. It's too much.
In the live footage, one of which shows the East Coast in like the dead of night when it's supposed to be like 11 a.m. or even noon in Washington.
I love that also like immediately Ice Cube starts pulling up all these cameras and is like watching fucking these military strikes against the aliens, and he just keeps yelling touchdown like he's being a fucking part of it.
Watching a sports game too.
It's like, touchdown, you ain't so tough now. It's like, shut up, you're not doing anything.
And why did we need the virus in the first place? Like we were doing pretty well against the aliens to a point.
Yeah, until they started attacking the data centers.
Oh yeah, our most important resource.
And then they went after the super mega invading privacy computer.
Mm-hmm.
Because we find out that through nefarious deeds, the government created the ultimate government surveillance system, and that's why the aliens came.
Mm-hmm. Yep, of course. Because the aliens were hungry and they need to eat data.
I don't even know how the fuck that works. Couldn't they just make copies of, like, that's another thing, is like, so I plug a USB into my computer, right?
Yes.
And I have a picture of a penguin, like a file, picture, JPEG, whatever. I got a
Mm-hmm.
JPEG of a penguin on my computer. And I click copy paste. I've now created a duplicate of that image onto the flash drive with the same amount of data, and the original still exists on the original device. Why is it that this species only knows how to drag and drop and not copy paste?
Maybe it tastes differently.
Like tofu data?
Yeah, maybe this is the equivalent of tofu to them, and like I don't know the our data, which
Because that's supposed to be the heart wrenching moment, is that like his wife has died prior to this film and he's in grief and all that stuff, and that's why he watches his kids so closely. And like there's just a voice message from her to him about taking the trash out that he keeps playing throughout this fucking film. And then finally the aliens eat the message and he's like, no, my wife.
God.
It's like, again, why do they need to completely take it and deprive it from its original source? Like you can like that's how data works, is you can replicate it as much as you want.
Yeah, maybe it's like I said, maybe it's a taste thing
I I don't know. It there's no logic to this fucking shit.
at all.
Maybe like a copy and paste is like a diet version, like Diet Coke versus regular Coke. One is a 0 calorie option.
Man, why did it have to be data eaters? It's so dumb.
Like I said, if they had gone with the concept of they go from planet to planet of like intelligent civilizations just trying to gather all the information that has already been generated on said planet, that would make sense to me.
Right, yeah.
It's like,
But
oh, you figured this out. We hadn't really gotten to that point yet, you know?
yeah.
Like we discovered interdimensional space time travel, whatever, uh, but we didn't really figure out flubber. So thank you for that.
Yeah, there's just so much about this movie. And another thing, like a big plot point of the original was, oh, all of our conventional weapons are useless against it. Fair enough, okay. But then in this movie, all it takes is a little bit of teamwork and some crunch time, and boom, we're going against like fucking advanced aliens without even really trying.
Also, has every other smart planet, because I'm assuming by this logic that there are other smart planets that create a digital footprint to some degree.
Right, yeah.
Does this mean that those other planets, civilizations, species, whatever you want to call them, weren't smart enough to create a computer virus?
D- yeah, could they not knock it out in like hour?
These other civilizations are so pure. They've never infected your computer with terabytes of fucking porn. But hated this fucking movie so goddamn much. I saw Miranda heard us like talking about this when we were on Discord. Which, fun fact, when we watched this movie, it was actually the anniversary of the Orson Welles production of World War.
No shit.
Yeah, so when this review comes out, it's only going to be a couple of days removed from the birthday of the Orson Welles adaptation. Kind of perfect.
That was completely unintentional.
It was. Had no fucking idea. So yeah, but she heard us talking about this when we were on Discord, and instead of watching it with us, she just like went on YouTube and watched a review of it. And the review she watched, she sent it to me, and the guy basically was making the case that this is the best worst movie ever. Like, it's so comically bad that it's kind of good.
I don't know about that. That's controversial, but I see where
No.
she's coming from.
Look, if you want to get drunk and watch this movie and make fun of it, I would agree this movie's a great time.
Oh yes, absolutely. But we've seen so bad it's good movies.
Right? Revenge of the Red Baron, that is a so bad it's good film.
Oh, absolutely, and it's amazing for it.
Like, it's legitimately just fun because of how fucking absurd it is. This is just stupid. It makes me angry.
Yeah, this is just simply bad.
It makes me reevaluate how I look at the movie Kung Fury, which is purposely fucking stupid.
Kung Fury's amazing. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm willing to concede that now compared to this.
There's always a bigger fish. There's always a worse movie.
It's like, fuck. Yeah, remember when I gave Gettysburg like a negative review, and then we watched Field of Lost Shoes?
And then we watched
And I was like, okay, Gettysburg isn't that bad.
and then we watched Tenet, and then you saw both those movies in a better light.
No, I still think Tenet's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I know, it was so bad you saw those as better, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. But
Tenet are on the same page for me.
it almost made me a Confederate.
I almost started believing in the Lost Cause.
Fucking A. Almost.
Did I tell you that I went down such a fucking rabbit hole about being bitter and angry about the whole Lost Cause bullshit? So one, it started with me joining r/Sherman posting.
Mm-hmm.
Great sub on Reddit. It's all just fucking like General Sherman and General Grant memes. So I joined that, and then that led to like, you know, you get suggested similar subreddits when you join stuff. And I got suggested Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War, which is a genealogical society. Fuck, I can't talk. Which essentially, if you know, through genealogy, you can prove you're descended from a individual who fought in the Civil War on the side of the Union, you can join the special little club and get a pin for your lapel and shit, and a fancy little piece of paper for your wall. So, me joining a meme account on Reddit has now and me being so pissy about Lost Cause has now led to me putting in an application to a genealogical society for people who are proud to have been descended from Union veterans. So, that's what I've been doing the past week.
I haven't been as productive this week. Made you watch a shit movie.
To be fair, you gave me an option of 3.
You're right, I did. I gave you a way out.
But I wasn't feeling World War II at the moment, and I don't remember what the other option was.
Me neither, honestly. So a part of me is kind of glad we chose this movie that we could dunk on.
I just remember Thin Red Line being one.
Ah.
Which, if I remember correctly, that film is okay or decent. I just, like I said, I wasn't in a World War II mood at the moment. Anywho, what are you drinking this evening?
I just finished some non-caffeine soda, and I'm working on the last of my Samuel Adams Oktoberfest.
Ooh. I bought the pumpkin Sam Adams today because it was on
Ooh,
sale. Because after
how
Halloween,
how is it?
it's good. It's like if an alcoholic was told the concept of a pumpkin spice latte. I was like, close enough. So I had that at the beginning of this episode. Now I'm working on a Sprite.
There you go.
But I think it's. I don't know how much more we can dunk on this film, so I think it might be time for a rating.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna look.
Oh, one last thing before we do the rating. Stereotypical, we find out that Ice Cube's boss is the bad guy, and he does the fucking cliche like,
So
well, 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 you figured it out.
yeah, you got it all figured out, don't you? Fuck off.
Like, god damn it.
And it's fucking Phil Coulson from the MCU.
Okay, that was the last thing I wanted to bring up.
God. And just the animation in this movie was so dog water.
They're like, well, it's on smaller screens. They probably won't notice. And if we do it fast, choppy cuts,
So, what are we giving this movie? Oh, what out of what?
A 1 to 5 Fourth Amendment violations.
All right. Now, let's see what the critics say. Okay, this is just fucking hilarious. A 4% on the tomometer and a 20% on the audience rating.
Okay, so what do you give it?
I was gonna give this like -1 Fourth Amendment violations out of 4 or 5.
I think we should clarify. 0 or 1 Fourth Amendment violation would be the top rating, and 5 Fourth Amendment violations should be the bottom rating because more Fourth Amendment violations is worse.
You're here, yeah. This is our first like negative positive.
This is a fucking reverse rating system.
God. All right, fine. With it, given your new parameters, I'm gonna give this 5 Fourth Amendment violations out of 5. Hell, possibly 6.
I'm giving it fucking 6 Fourth Amendment violations out of 5, which for those of you keeping track at home means we're in the fucking negatives.
Yeah, this is a bad movie. Like, only watch this drunk and with friends. Normally, I'd say watch this with an open mind, but
I've watched a lot of shitty Ice Cube movies, but this one takes the cake.
whatever street cred he had that wasn't destroyed by Are We There Yet is just in tatters and in flames now.
This kind of makes me want to watch the Triple X sequel that he was in.
Forgot.
Oh fuck, 4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's pretty fucking bad.
Oh god. Okay. We'll see. Our next episode will. So, do we want to do an episode and then a bonus reel, considering that Veterans Day? So we always do an Armistice Day episode, and that's going to be on a Tuesday. So, do we want a regular film and then an Armistice Day film?
Yeah. You got movies in mind?
I do. So, here's what I'll do. We'll leave Armistice Day a surprise, and I will give you the courtesy of what you did to me last time, which is I'll give you 3 options for our next film, and you pick one.
I won't let you down. Okay, I probably will let you down, but
That's okay. I'm used to it. Okay. Do, 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 do. I need to update this. Sergeant Stubby's still on the list. All right. Oh, holy shit! And Stealth is still on the list, man. I do need to fucking.
Yeah.
Okay. Into the White, which stars Ronald Weasley. Um, Operation Dumbo Drop, or Admiral Yamamoto.
What was the last one
Admiral Yamamoto.
before that?
Before that, Operation Dumbo Drop.
What's Operation Dumbo Drop, first
It's a
off?
Vietnam movie.
And the third one, Admiral Yamamoto.
Yeah.
Um, I assume that's about the Yamamoto. And what was the first one about?
The first one? Fuck, what did I say?
I don't know, but it stars Ron Weasley.
Oh, Into the White.
What's that about?
It's about uh, airplane crew that's shot down and has to survive in Norway during World War II.
Sounds really similar to Sifu.
Sisu?
You know what I meant? Sisu. Fuck you. Um, I'm gonna go with Dumbo Drop on this one.
Alrighty, I can't wait to do this movie with you. Imagine, if you will, a Vietnam movie produced by the Disney Corporation,
Oh no.
starring Ray Liotta and Dennis Leary. And they don't swear ever. And it's all about the hijinks and shenanigans involved in bringing a elephant to a tribe village. I don't know the appropriate term. Please don't come at me. Of individuals in Vietnam for like a celebration festival. Otherwise, they'll lose them to communism.
Okay.
And it's rated G.
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine that? Dennis Leary and Ray Liotta in a G-rated Disney film.
God bless.
It's going to be a great time.
I can already tell. Oh my god. The things you do to me.
You picked it.
You're right, I did.
So we'll do that, and then our bonus. You know what? Fuck it. I'll give you a 50-50 for our Armistice Day pick.
You're so merciful this
I
evening.
know.
Were you visited by 3 ghosts last night?
Something like that. Flyboys or Sergeant York.
Sergeant York.
All right, a
I've,
classic.
I've already seen Flyboys anyway, and it was okay. Eh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And Sergeant York's a great film. So
You hesitated.
no, it actually it is. It's
Oh,
just,
okay. I thought you were baiting me.
no, it's early Hollywood, so there's some of the issues that comes with, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Gary Cooper's in it. Yeah, Gary Cooper plays Sergeant York in it.
Huh. Well, I'll be go to hell.
Dressed up like $1 million trooper.
Super duper.
Come, let's mix. Okay. Do you have anything else?
No. No, I think I'm done with this.
Okay. Well, if you've enjoyed this review, please. If you've enjoyed this episode, please leave a review. The stars do matter. If you want additional content from us, you can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all those good places. Until next time, I've been John.
And I'm Jack.
And we'll see you all later.
Bye.